17 News is your local election headquarters. Forget a two-person race. A new poll shows 5 candidates, all within striking distance of the lead in the race for California governor. This June, voters will decide which 2 advance to the November general election. 17's Capitol correspondent Etan Wallace has a closer look at the results.
It's the big question California voters will answer this year. Who should become California's next governor when Gavin Newsom is termed out? In this Public Policy Institute of California poll surveying more than 1,000 likely California voters, 5 candidates are within striking distance of each other, all in a race where the top 2 from the June 2nd primary will advance to the general election this November.
It is such a struggle in California.
Per the survey, Republican author and former Fox News host Steve Hilton leads the field with 14%. He's followed closely by Democratic former Orange County Congressmember Katie Porter at 13%. Riverside County Sheriff Republican Chad Bianco is just 1 point lower at 12%, with East Bay Democratic Congressmember Eric Swalwell close behind at 11%. Rounding out the top 5, Tom Steyer with 10%. Another 10% of likely voters remain undecided, while 30% are split among the remaining candidates, each polling at 5% or less.
It is a completely open race. There is no precedent for this type of campaign in modern California political history.
Public Policy Institute of California Survey Director Mark Baldassari notes more than 6 in 10 likely voters in the poll specifically named one defining issue that could decide their vote.
What the candidate has to say about affordability and the cost of living. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican or independent, majorities are saying that's going to be very important.
It all comes after we caught up with some of the leading Democratic candidates at last weekend's Democratic State Party convention in San Francisco. That's where we posed this question. Is there a concern of yours that there are so many Democrats in this race that they will split the vote and we end up with 2 Republicans in the general election?
At this point, 2 Republicans is a real risk. It's not a certainty. It's a choice we need to make. If your campaign isn't viable, you're not going to be able to go toe-to-toe and beat those Republicans and beat Donald Trump, then I think it's time to make the right choice for California.
I don't worry about what other candidates do. I know that I'll be the one Democrat that gets out, and I think it'll probably be another Republican.
Very unlikely that we see 2 Republicans finishing first and second and ending up in the runoff. But it is possible.
And on other matters, a majority of those surveyed said they would support lower taxes for themselves in exchange for a state that provides fewer government services. That said, more than 60% of those surveyed said they would support raising taxes on California's wealthiest residents. Reporting at the state capitol, Etan Wallace, 17 News.